Dan, I'm not going to lie. A lot of people were asking me if I was going to cook you today. And I said I'm going to have to do some form of cooking, although I'm not going to be picking up a Michelin star. The truth of the matter is, this is what you get when you shake your bum for set pieces. When you decide to wear Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles' sunglasses, as you guys have done, you deserve the calamity that's been bestowed onto your club. What do I mean? When I was telling you, when you played Tottenham, did you deserve to win? You refused to say that you deserved the win. You said you deserved it. Lee Gunner, shameless guy, was talking, not Lee Gunner, Gunnar Lee, sorry, shamelessly, even though Lee Gunner as well, all came out and said, it's the tactics, Dej. You don't understand about the tactics. We changed it up. And I asked the question, D. I asked the question because no one can lie. We got the receipt. I said, what do you do when these tactics don't work? I asked it. This is Gunnar Lee. I always know we were going to score. I always knew we were going to score. Really? Apart from Gabriel's beanhead, there was no other chance that he created. I asked the question and they lied. These men moved. They were smoking the Budgie Banton. Liars. Now, all of a sudden, you want to talk about the set piece. No, don't do it. Shut your mouths. You disgraceful bunch of fans. Shut up. No. Because we asked you, do you think this is going to take you to the Prem? Do you think this style of play is going to allow you to compete? No. You all said, yeah. We are the nearest. This is them, D. We are the nearest to Liverpool. Look at these guys. The nearest. Get out of here. There's nothing there. The distance between you and Liverpool is the distance from King's Cross to Liverpool Lime Street. It's a lot. It's a lot right now. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what it is. Hey. Martinelli. These guys will tell me that their club is superior to Spurs. Can you imagine? They told me. When I watched the United game, I fell asleep. I then asked these brothers, when you play Everton, what are you going to do? It's light work. We're going to slap Everton. We slapped them 4-0 without a striker, by the way. We had no striker. You had your full team. Remember D? Remember Lawless? Odegaard. Remember Odegaard? Oh, it's because Odegaard is not about. It's because Asgard is out there fighting Loki in space that we ain't winning. Okay, well, since Odegaard has come back, what has he done for me lately? Yeah. What has he done for me? Man is moving like Sister Act 2. What has he done for me lately? Nothing. Arsenal fans, you brought this on yourself. You brought this on yourself because you man been moving like so privileged. And the truth is, Arsenal, everyone's been dusty this season, but I think Arsenal are the dustiest team in the league. They're down there with West Ham and Manchester Piccadilly because you can't be in charge for 6 years and regress the way that this team has regressed.
Yeah, that's nuts.
This Arsenal team is crap. They want to talk, and the biggest killer is you won't find me talking about Tottenham's injuries. I'm out, even if we had lost to Southampton today, even though everyone can see. I'm not going to talk about it, but you can all see the team that we put out. These men bring on Kivior and they're screaming. Oh, do you know what I'm saying? Havertz. These guys were telling me about Havertz, that he's some gunman. I've not seen this since last year. Do you know what I'm saying?
60 million down the drain.
Well,
60 million
where
down
was
the
he?
drain.
Him and his best friend, Timo Werner. So the truth of the matter is, Arsenal fans, this is why I said Arsenal is more Spursy than Spurs. Because really and truly, it was all there for you. And this is how I'm going to land. Plymouth is crap. United is rubbish. Chelsea are under new management. Liverpool is under new management. There is no Newcastle. There is no Villa. There is no Spurs. If there was a better time, there couldn't have been a better time for Arsenal to do domination in the location and show us that they are truly legit. But oh no, Spursy as they come. Dan Potts, you, Lee Judges, we should all sit together at AFTV and drink our sorrows as we go down with that. I will have a brandy and coke, please, as we go down with that Titanic. Since we're going down, I might as well go down with you with a warm chest and belly. Arsenal are done out here. They're done out here. And as for Plymouth,
and did you see the celebration at AFTV yesterday when Liverpool got a red card?
Goonally.
It was like excited.
Has embarrassed himself. I think Rio Ferdinand added him. Rio Ferdinand said, "Who is this brother?" I've been asking the same question. We can't even
have him on now. We can't even have him
on.
I've
been asking the same question. Who is this brother?
I asked a word. When Rio asked, I asked Rio the same question. We knew shows with him, but who is he? We don't know. We don't want to be associated. The way he started hugging Babs, he was hugging Babs like you lot won the league. It was Robertson. He got a red card. Like yes,
it's shocking.
Yes. And we've done it. We've done it.
You know the funny thing is about that red card, D. Remember Potts, right? And Potts does this whole. It's not me, it's them. It's these Arsenal fans. I'm exempt. Remember when Potts was coming on when they went down to 10 men and parked the bus against Man City and against the other clubs that they've played this season. And we gave him stick for it, for parking the bus down to 10 men. And Potts was like, oh, you just expect us to attack and open up and get, battered. What did Liverpool do at 10 men? Yeah, okay, they were losing, but guess what? They got it back to 1-1. What did they do? They kept attacking. And they got their just desserts. But they showed that you don't just have to park the bus. You can be down to 10 men.
What was the result, please? What was the result, please?
Yeah, but you're missing the context.
2-2. Was it the same? Was it the same as ours? 2-2.
Yeah, but here's the difference. Potts. They scored goals down at 10 men. You didn't try to score. They tried. So they didn't go and lose and get battered.
Did they get 3 points though?
But that's not the point. That's not the point.
So doesn't matter. They didn't do their job either then. So they didn't do their job either.
I would rather go down swinging, than go down like a coward and park the bus. So
okay, but
I'd rather draw like they drew.
Yeah. But then I hear that and it looks good as well, like in terms of mentality, because that's what you want. Like you want a team that even if you have a red card, you want to go for the win. But when you look at the Liverpool bench compared to the Arsenal bench, they can have players you can come on, especially in attack, that can change the game. Whereas like the Arsenal bench, I genuinely like the subs Arteta made, I started laughing out loud. Like literally, I started laughing while I was watching it. He took off Odegaard, who was having a stinker, right? He wasn't playing that great. But, like, he's still your most creative player. You're struggling to break them down. And then Wanyeri came on. Cool, I'm not going to go into, like, 17-year-old or whatever. But the fact that you don't keep on Odegaard and try to put Wanyeri there is baffling to me. Havertz goes in midfield. I'm seeing Gabriel running down the left wing. Like, what was that? That was hope ball. Like, hope ball. And you can't have that 5 years in. You simply cannot have that 5 years in. And that was the most embarrassing thing about Arsenal, because I thought with Odegaard coming back, you're going to get a string of results. They're going to start winning games. But you just lost out there. You don't even have a striker. Is Jesus a striker? Is Havertz a striker? Like, who's the striker? And you got Martinelli stinking up the place down the left-hand side with Sterling. I know it's Sterling, but, like, he's getting no minutes. Why did you not bring him in if he's going to get 0 minutes? Like, what? I don't understand the purpose of Arsenal right now. Trossard coming on, having a stinker. The only good thing about Arsenal that I've seen consistently this season is Saliba and then maybe Gabriel. That's the only good thing about Arsenal I've seen, because they've been able to defend. Apart from that, Arteta trying to coach an attack is just lost out there. And the most comical thing about Arsenal, yeah, that I have seen is the fact that your set piece coach, there's a mural in the tunnel near the stadium of the set piece coach. That is the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my life. Set piece coach mural. Like, we get it, like, milk it, like, milk it to a certain degree, but having a mural outside your ground of a set piece coach.
It's not like the set piece
that
is
is
one
like
of the trophy.
down bad. Like, I'm sorry, you lot deserve it with that. Like, that is just the most shameless thing.
Can I just say one more thing after D? Right now, from tonight onwards, when I call out and say Dallas Cowboys, I am referring to Arsenal. These men are moving like cowboys. These men wanting set pieces. Different coaches for different positions. What happened to just playing football? What happened to Lowness? Let's talk. Yeah, Andrew, let's talk. When we were asking Arsenal fans, can you just play? When we criticized their performance at the Etihad, and we said to them, yeah, that why didn't you go for it? They were like, well, it's City. Well. 3 weeks later or 4 weeks later, we can see that City is pretty crap. That performance is one of the best. That performance at the City ground is rubbish now. Now that we've seen things, Piccadilly's beating them, Tottenham slapping them up, all of a sudden that draw at the City ain't so great, is it?
Liverpool win that game. Liverpool win that game with 10 men. Liverpool win that Man City game that Arsenal played with 10 men, I'm telling you.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
How do I know that? Because they're a much better team.
You don't know that. You're talking crap. You don't know that. You don't know.
They're a better team. They're a braver team.
They've wind all the Arsenal plans up. That's what you're trying to do.
No, I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not. I truly believe that in my heart of hearts. I truly believe that. And the thing is with Arsenal, you've got to get the excuses out of the way. The excuses have to be done. It's excuses FC. You can't expect us to win without Odegaard. You can't expect us to win the league while Pep's here. Oh, you can't expect us to beat Liverpool, who Slot inherited such a good team with. Oh, like if Chelsea win it, you can't expect us to beat a £1 billion Chelsea team. You can't expect this. You can't expect that. You don't want no expectations, all excuses. And we're tired of it. You want to big up your team to the hills, yeah? But then when you fail, you don't want any of the smoke that comes with it because, we're just the underdogs. Like, you can't have it both ways. And you want it both ways. You want all the respect of everyone and for all us to say how much of a brilliant team you are, but you don't want the pressure that goes with it. And that is Arsenal fans in a nutshell. You want your cake and eat it. And the set pieces, you was all sitting there going, oh, yeah, like we're so proud of it. Wear it as a badge of honor. Stoke FC, brilliant. Like, you was all lauding it. And now what? You've just realized, like, shit, we can't score from open play. We're not creating anything. Damn. And if we don't score set pieces, we got nothing.
You know what? Ashley Young is 102 years old as well, right? Ashley Young is 102 years old, yeah. And he must have had the easiest game he's probably had at that age, right? I said this to you, Dan, didn't I? I said midweek, you need to buy a left-hand side because honestly, that's why you guys get overloaded. Opposition overload on the right because there's nothing down the left. The left is a barren wasteland. It's like after a nuclear strike. It's gone. It's only cockroaches that are on that left-hand side. Nothing else survives there. You know what I mean? And can we talk about Odegaard being taken off again? Odegaard again taken off when you need something. You need a goal.
He was shit, but still, you leave him.
It wasn't even a sentiment. What was it? Just after the hour, Dan, he got taken off. Was it just after the hour he got taken off?
60 minutes, yeah, man.
60 minutes. You still have 35 minutes to score. Why is he constantly? I know he's only just come back, but he does get taken off a lot. I don't understand. Why not switch up? Why not have Odegaard and Nwaneri on there? Leave a single defensive midfielder against Everton because they weren't doing anything. Everton weren't going to do anything. Maybe one counter attack. Go for it. You need it. You hear Liverpool are drawing or losing at that time. Go for it. Be braver. And can I say, Kai Havertz, you are a coward. Pulling out of a 50-50 with a goalkeeper right there and then. That is so cowardly. You know what I mean? Cowards. Honestly, I feel sorry for Saka. Saka is just literally being
get out of there.
It's like a handicap match. It's like 3-on-1 every game. Do you know what I mean? It's just Yeah, he's just there. And honestly, it's
Saka will stay. Saka will stay.
needs
But then going forward, I've said the Saliba is the biggest one. And if you do Saliba, then that good defense of yours that you have, it makes. I don't know who can replace Saliba because I think he's that great of a player. Even at times when Gabriel wasn't playing in your most recent games, you'll see Saliba covering Kiwior at times. Like he's covering two positions at the same time. But the mad thing is, Saka's getting triple teamed. There's 3 players on Saka, so there's space somewhere. And despite that,
on the
teams
left,
can
it's
do
on
that
the
because.
left.
Yeah, the thing you can do that because Martinelli's thinking up the plays. Like no one else is like, even if you have the free player, you can allow that free player. And the thing is, why has Martinelli gone so bad? Because this player under Emery, he was exciting, even under Arteta, I believe. I don't know, Arteta's been there for a while.
Yeah, 2 seasons ago, he scored 15
like
league
there
goals.
was exactly. So I'm telling you now, certain players, we've all been there. We've changed managers, like for the best, for the worst. Even West Ham this season, for example, some players are not performing at the levels that they normally should do. A manager can make or break a player. I refuse to believe Martinelli's gone this bad like this. Maybe cool, he's had a few good seasons or one good season and things have stabilized, but I refuse to believe it. Like he's just lost out there. Like how on earth is Ashley Young pocketing you away from home for Ashley Young, and you're playing at home? Like
Ashley Old. Ashley Old. It's not Young. It's Ashley Old.
Exactly.
It's
At
Ashley
what point do you go?
Ashley
What
Old.
point do you move the young?
They made him
like
look
his
young.
kid is playing. Ashley Young kid is a professional. I think plays at Peterborough. Like he's a professional. Ashley Young can face his kid. Like that's how long he's been about. And I'll be honest, I don't know how you fix this. Maybe sign an attacking coach. You got a set piece coach. You got
where's the
I don't know.
where's the striking
Maybe give him I really don't know. But I'll be honest. I'm not saying like, oh, we're gonna beat you. But I've never been so confident about facing Arsenal because you literally play into our hands on Wednesday night.
You know what?
Because we're gonna sit back and we're gonna expect you to break us down and try to hit you on a counter attack. And
if you don't play any other way, you man are idiots.
No, that's how we're gonna play.
That is the only way to play us now. It is the blueprint. Everyone knows how to play us. So it's easy. You know what's hilarious? Do you know what's funny? I was outside the pub on the weekend, right? Met up with my mate Vorney, Everton fan. Big up to Vorney and his boy Luke. And I said, "Oh, who's been good for Everton this season?" And they said, "It's been crap. Our best player has been Ashley Young." And I started laughing. I was like, "What? The 39-year-old? We didn't get past him." I mean, let's be real. Everton did nothing, and they were quite happy to do.
They didn't want to do anything.